When are we getting a new teal gear orb? Is Adam Warlock still worth building? And Drew is back. He's got some hot new rumors that are along with the rest of your questions from the mailbag. And if you're ready for all that, guys, find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Yes. Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great holiday season. I hope if you celebrate Christmas, this is an awesome Christmas for you. New Year's is coming up. So we are in the midst of the holiday season, and we have a lot to discuss. We got a lot of questions from the mailbag about new teal orb. When is that coming? Is Adam Warlock still worth unlocking? Still worth putting those resources in? And yeah, Drew, he has got some hot new rumors. Now, if this is your first time here, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, all that good stuff. I'm on social media. Make sure you check out some of the links down below, especially Amazon coins if you want to save up to 20% off of all of your in-game purchases, especially with Scarlet Spider potentially coming tonight. So yes, and yes, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff if you have not already subscribed, because we post a lot of Marvel Strike Force content, and hit that notification bell so you know as soon as a new video is uploaded. But I know you guys are here for the rumors. I know you guys are here for all these questions. So let's get to these rumors first. So, Brother Drew, I heard you have some new rumors about some new characters coming to Marvel Strike Force. So who are they?
G'day, Valley Club. Happy holidays. I am Drew, the rumor guy, and despite the Scalpely offices being closed for the holidays, I am back, and it's a lot sooner than expected. Now, Valley, before we get into some of these new rumors you are asking about, I think I need to put some of these other rumors to bed. You know, a couple of content creators, they've been hired on by Scalpely, and despite some of these massive rumors, these recent rumblings, Drew, the rumor guy, I'm not an employee of Scalpely. And hey, Valley Club, if you need confirmation, make sure you go and ask your favorite community manager, Whip. Now, it's time for the new rumors. Now, there's another name being tied to that West Coast Avengers team, which means that final five, they are still not set. And the new name is Kazar, which is a character that's more traditionally associated with the Savage Land, not really with the West Coast Avengers. So this is a confusing rumor for me, mate. Now, we got another rumor. We got a rumor about the fourth and fifth characters for the new Warriors team. Now, it looks like we are getting Nova and Agent Venom sometime in late 2022. There's no official date, but it sounds like the devs, they want these new characters out before the symbiote god Null. Now, the new timeline for Null, it means it could get pushed back to November of 2022 or even delayed to 2023. And if that wasn't enough, mate, I've got some other information on the Thunderbolts and Gamma teams, but we're gonna have to hold off on those for me, mate, because you know what time it is for me. It is frothy time. But don't worry, I'll be back a little later with those Gamma and Thunderbolt team rumors. So yes, I will be back.
What the heck, man? I cannot believe you left me hanging with information about the Gamma team. You got information on Hulk? Maybe we're gonna get a bigger, larger, normal size Hulk instead of the mini Hulk? I cannot believe you left me hanging on that, but I guess we're gonna get more information on that later. I hope you are back sooner than later. But let's talk about some of the information that you did bring. I gotta say, I think I'm with you on that Kazar rumor. Very strange. I've also associated with him with the Savage Land and the mutants. I remember seeing on that 90s X-Men comic. So West Coast Avengers seems like a weird landing spot for me, at least, especially with some of the other rumored characters that are associated with the team. I think they would have fit a lot more on this team. Kazar is just kind of weird, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he gets pushed to another team, but I don't know. Things are changing a lot at the Scopely offices. The other one about the new Warriors, interesting one there. I think as far as the Mystic section in Doom, we don't need more help with that. The new Warriors, just a three-piece team does fine, but Nova, Agent Venom, that team is going to be even stronger. I don't know how they can make Nova or Agent Venom a weak character if they come to Marvel Strike Force. So the new Warriors could be the strong meta team when they come to the game, but not rumored till later in 2022. So maybe nothing to worry about, at least in the short term for this. And Null still The rumors are still going with no, but I do want to mention some of the rumors about the new employees. And I guess it's not a rumor that there are new employees at Scopely, but yes, I'm glad you put that rumor to bed about you being a potential new employee, Drew. But let's talk about the actual new employees over at Scopely. The crew, our buddies from MSF.GG, our buddies known as Ty J and formerly known as Pimp Toxie, just known as Toxie now. And congratulations to them. They Scopely wanted the services of MSF.GG, which is providing a lot of information for the community for a long time. So it's good that they're getting rewarded for all their efforts. I remember meeting them both back in 2019. Very cool dudes. But at that time that I met them, they had not received a single penny. There were no ads on their site for all the work that they were doing on MSF.GG. And the game had been around for a little over 2 years at that point. So the first 2 years of the game, making nothing. So I'm glad that they started putting the ads, and I'm finally glad that they're getting the recognition from Scopely that they deserve. So awesome stuff. Shout out to them. Congratulations to them. And if you follow them on Twitter or Discord or anything, make sure you give a big congratulations for that. I do want to mention this, though. Another good holiday treat that we got, Christmas Eve. We got improved frame rate. Now, it's not for all devices. This isn't everybody got that improved frame rate. You need to go to your advanced options to enable this, but it is currently rolled out for iPhones 12, 13, Samsung's Galaxy's S20, S21, and the Google Pixel 5 and 6. So if you have one of these devices, let me know what you think of this 60 frames per second. My goodness, or not even 60, 120 frames per second. It goes up to that. All right, looks beautiful in my opinion, but unfortunately it's not for everybody, and I hope they roll this out for everybody very, very soon. And that is it for the updates. Let's go to the questions from the community. Starting off, Mad Spider, what is up, brother? Do you think the Web Warriors will have a long shelf life since they seem to suck in everything other than the raids, while the symbiotes will only have one ability tied to raid, that being Symbiote Spider-Man's passive? Would like to know your thoughts on this. So I think as far as the raids are concerned, Web Warriors are the replacement, the one-for-one replacement for the symbiotes. As we've seen in some of the testing, we got hybrid teams of symbiote Web Warriors that still work. But let's talk about these Web Warriors, because they're not very good in a lot of game modes. I don't see them having any value in Arena. As we've seen from some of the play testing of the Web Warriors, not very good on war offense, not very good on war defense. And I don't know if there's any other game modes that you need right now for any other team. Maybe down the road for the Grand Tournament or the Tower mode or the Pocket Dimensions, maybe you need these Web Warriors, but you don't really need them for anything except for the raids right now. And when we're talking about the raids, very specific, the Doom raids, where you need the bio team. So that's where they're going to shine. How long as a shelf life do I think they're going to have? I think we could safely say this is going to be the next bio solution, the bio raid solution. This is a very specific team. The next bio raid solution, I'm going to say for the next 6 to 12 months. Obviously, that's just a guess because as we know, Scopely changes things all the time. So I'd say that is my guess there. But yeah, I think the symbiotes, they're going to have more value outside of the mode, especially Dark Dimensions and some of the wars. Symbiotes actually look a lot better in wars, but that is my guess. That is my guess. I think 6 to 12 months for the Web Warriors, and then they're going to be replaced by another bio team or something like that. All right. Hey, Valley, what is up, shop? I was wondering, sooner or later, we're bound to get new teal orbs in the war store. So when they add it, do you think there'll be any reworks to the current teal orbs in the raid store? So I hope both of these come around February. Now, the reason I was predicting February for a long time, and I'm still saying February right now, is because traditionally, the past few years, the devs, they've went away for December and they've went away for January, which means they're not going to be returning and looking at a lot of new content. The next update, which is probably dropping late January, early February, that's when I thought we would get a new teal orb. Now, a lot of that was based on me thinking that it's going to take a lot longer for people to get through Dark Dimension 5. Obviously, I think he passed in that first weekend there, so this may bump up the timing, but they may not be back to work till February. So February is still giving my guess here. The current drop rates in those orbs are horrible. The raid orbs, yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. And I think they were meant to be pretty bad at the beginning just to make people purposely struggle to get through Dark Dimension 5. Now that there's few people that have been through Dark Dimension 5, and the word is out on Dormammu not being totally necessary in all content, I think you can take your time with this. But yeah, so anyway, predictions for the teal orb February. And I think if they do that and they add that in, and they're noticing that the raid orb is not very good, I think they'll give it the rework then. I think the more likely scenario, they add a orb to the war store on the first update of 2022, and they're probably not going to rework the teal raid orb for a while. I think it's meant to suck, because it kind of does suck. The drop rates aren't that good. You don't have a lot of selection in that orb. And then once they want to stop making money on it, then they'll give us another solution to get into Dark Dimension 5 a little faster. But I think they're trying to ground out as much money as they can. We almost got the same ISO orb for Doom 1 and Doom 2. Yeah, it's not a good orb. It's not a good orb, but I think that's by design. All right, hey there, first time writer, long time listener. Thank you for listening, brother. War has been, it's always been a sore subject when it comes to players. Some love it, others hate it. I am indifferent. There's times that I like it. Most of the time, it's like too much time investment for the rewards. Anyway, I've been watching these interviews with the devs, but war matchmaking never gets brought up. For example, this should never happen. 1,500 trophies, Platinum 2 versus 1,200 trophies in Platinum 1. Would love to share photo, Evan. You don't need to share a photo, Evans. I think anybody that's played this game for a while knows that war matchmaking is not very good. And there's a couple issues with war matchmaking. The first one is we got these multiple time zones. So, you know, if there's a lot of top end alliances in one time zone, they're gonna be facing each other. But if there's one top alliance in another time zone and there's not a lot in there for them to fight, you're gonna have to be doing punch-ups. So part of the problem is you got 4 time zones. So you're splitting the community up to 4 different time zones. You get bad matchmaking there. Other thing that I think they did that made it not as important for each individual war, and I think this was kind of their lazy solution to bad matchmaking. They made the wins and losses, the rewards you get for each, very similar. Now, you still want to win as often as possible for those season ranking rewards. Those are going to give you those T4s, but I think their solution for bad matchmaking is, instead of fixing the matchmaking problem that all of us know is there and hopefully won't be there as much when Grand Tournament rolls around. You know, it's the word is it's been getting delayed, so hopefully some of these delays are to improve the gaming experience for players. But yeah, those are the 2 things. You got the different time zones, and I think they've kind of addressed this previously by just making the rewards a lot more similar for both the alliances that win and lose. So that's what I think they've done. I don't think we're getting in too much more off of that. It's been mentioned a lot in the Envoy chat, and those are the only thing that's been said, and not a lot's been said on that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be like that for a while. Hopefully I'm wrong on that one. We get better matchmaking, but you know, in per war, in one war, in individual wars, it's not that big of a deal if it's bad matchmaking. It's just not fun. It's not fun, but as far as what you actually get for playing, it's not super huge. All right, one improvement I saw in the update is they highlight the item you're searching for in the store. Is there anything that happened in this random update? So I guess I'm kind of confused. The random update is what happened last week. I noticed 2 of them. I've had to download all the assets 2 times last week. Not really know what has changed except for all that delay in my gameplay for that. Now, I know there was a lot of crashing issues. I was seeing a lot of reports of people's games not even being able to access that because of all the crashes. So only that solved a bunch of those issues for people that games were crashing. But yeah, I think this thing that you're talking about, the highlight the item you're searching for in the store, that was in the latest update that just dropped. So if we go and look at the latest update, 5.9, this was announced on December 8th, and they said if you want, it's gonna highlight that. So when using the find button to search for a random piece of the locations, the gear you're looking for will be highlighted red for the extra visibility. So this was something that was supposed to come in 5.9. Now, they did say that all of this stuff will be arriving through an approximate 2-month time period, not necessarily at the time of the release. And even here, it's just arriving over the course of this release. So this was, I think, something that, what you're describing is something that I think was supposed to be implemented anyway during 5.9, but just was delayed a little bit. So that's it. But I don't know if anything else happened in this update of the past 2 updates that we've had since last week. Let me know in the comments, guys. Happy holidays from Brooklyn. Is a 7th yellow star on Adam Warlock worth more than 5.5 million gold? I have the shards to take Shatterstar and Multiple Man and Polaris to 7-star, which is about 500k each, or exactly 500k each, which is 1.5 million gold. I also have to take Multiple Man and Polaris from 70 to 75, which is about 2 million each. And then from gear 13 to 14, just so you can get that mythic unlock for Adam Warlock. So since Infinity Watch is out of arena dominance, is this a good way to spend gold? It depends. It depends. For some players, yeah. For other players, no. And I'll give you a few things to consider. First is the actual value of Adam Warlock. So where is he used right now? So you're definitely right. Infinity Watch is out of arena dominance, but Adam Warlock still has some relevance there. I still see him on defense in some hybrid Eternals teams. I don't really see him on offense, but once in a while when I see that fast Eternals team with Cable, Loki, and Emma there, Infinity Watch smashes that team. So once in a while, still using that full Infinity Watch on offense is very rare. Let's say they are not dominant in arena, but Adam Warlock still has a little bit of value. I still see him a lot on defense. So this isn't totally taken away. On War offense, Infinity Watch is very, very strong. War defense, they are a pain to deal with. So they didn't lose too much value there. There's some newer teams that you could use in War offense, War defense, but Infinity Watch still very, very strong. And then also we have the raids. Now in Doom, it's lost a lot of value. You got the new Warriors, and then you got the 2 Eternals. Those are pretty much autoing through the Mystic section. So you don't really need Adam Warlock. You don't really need Silver Surfer for the Doom raids right now. You can still use Infinity Watch in some of these Gamma raids in that Cosmic section, but there's a lot of other teams that you can use there as well. So yes, he does not have a lot of value. He's lost a lot of value since the last time his legendary event rolled around. Now, you do need to consider that he is a legendary character. So it's not like you could do this after his event rolls around and then, oh yes, it's a week after his event. I could put these on him and then I still can't get that star on Adam Warlock. So I think down the road, over time, it is going to be worth it. But is it worth it right now? Should you spend that 5.5 million gold to get that 7-star on Adam Warlock right now instead of 2 or 3 months when his event comes around again? For some people, the answer is going to be yes, based on what other characters you have in your roster. Other players, that gold is just too valuable. You're going to save it for the Web Warriors, or you're going to save it for these Ravagers or other teams that you're wanting to work on, and it's just not worth it. So I don't think it's a cookie cutter answer for everybody, but you're definitely right. Adam Warlock doesn't have a lot of, it doesn't have as much value as he had. A lot of gold. But for some people, based on the frequency of these legendary events returning, you may want to do that Adam Warlock next star right now. But I don't know if it's really necessary for anything in the game mode right now. This is more just for completionists and hoping that you'll get it before it'll be more valuable to get it now than waiting for the next time for it to return. All right. Hey, ValleyFlyin, thanks for your previous answers. It helped me a lot. I'm preparing for DD3. I don't have Phoenix till next unlock. I'm concerned about taking Ghosts 4 out of 5 to gear 14, the new tech raid team on the horizon. I don't know if they're on the horizon. There hasn't been rumors of a new tech team, although there has been rumors that the new tech team is supposed to be Ultron and his dark promo credits. So that could be the next tech team. But Ghost, even right now, Ghost is not that great in the Doom raid. So you're lacking a little bit as far as future use. But as far as Dark Dimension 3, Dark Dimension 4, she will be very dominant for you in those game modes. Could I realistically beat Dark Dimension 3 Global with just Secret Avengers at 4.4? My answer to that is yes. Now, the thing is, they don't have a lot of damage. You got a lot of control with Sharon. You got the protection and that speed bar stuff with Sam. And then you got a little extra damage, but mainly there for a healing and debuff removal from Maria Hill. Just not a lot of damage. The thing about Dark Dimension 3, though, you could take many attempts. You should take 10 days on a node and eventually pass that if you just keep whittling down their damage. So will you realistically be able to beat Dark Dimension 3 with Avengers? Now the 4 gold stars, 4 red stars is pretty low. So you might run into trouble there, but I think at a decent level of the Secret Avengers, you should still be able to get that. Now, you're doing it with minimal resources, so the trade-off for that is it's going to take you a lot longer with going in an efficient team that maybe had Ghost, that maybe had Sinister or Emma or something like that. But you should be able to get through Dark Dimension Global. And the good thing doing it with minimal characters like this is you're saving your resources that you can invest in other characters, because, you know, eventually, as good as Secret Avengers are now, a year or two from now, they're going to be power crept and there's going to be some new flavor of the month. So you don't need to rush with them too much. All right, hey, Valley, greetings from Singapore. With Adam Warlock coming next week, allowing more players to have the Infinity Watch team and the Weapon X team being a counter for Heroes for Hire, do you think it's time to have a new war defense team with the increase in access to counters for Heroes for Hire? To think of getting harder to hold on war defense? Hey, personally, and I'm not sure if I'm in a minority or the majority, but my answer is no. I don't want any more new war defense teams. You know, the kind of war defense team I've been enjoying is Weapon X, a team that's meant for war offense, but also kicks butt on war defense. Like the Infinity Watch, that's meant to be one of the best arena teams, but is also very good at war offense and war defense. We got some new hybrid teams with the Eternals and other characters. Those are the new dominant war defense teams that I want to see. I personally would never, I would be happy if I never saw a team like Heroes for Hire again. No more Asgardians, no more Mercs, no more Heroes for Hire. Just teams that are meant to be good in war, and then let the players decide how they want to divide up these teams. If they want to put certain characters on defense, do hybrid teams there, great. And then do some hybrid teams on offense as well. Instead of having this cookie cutter war defense team and this cookie cutter war offense team, let the players decide, make it fun. So my answer is no. I don't think it's time for a new war defense team. And if I'm being frank, being honest, I don't think it's ever time for a war defense team. And if there's other things that make war defense teams enjoyable that I'm not considering, let me know in the comments. But I'm not a fan of war defense teams at all. All right, hey Valley, just got notification to click for 100 shards of a 2021 Tune Plus other rewards. Clicked, game open, and not a bug, or did I receive and didn't receive a notice of what I got? So if we're talking about that one core offer for Christmas, you were supposed to get notification of what you got. So I actually opened mine. I got a Sharon Carter. We got some snow globe orbs, snowflake orbs, the snow orbs with the random characters. Got some training modules, and then we got 250 power cores. So decent. This is a character that I had at 7 stars, so not what I would have wanted, but for 1 power core, it's pretty good. It's not as good as other people got, but it's pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with it. All right, next question, and this looks like to be the final question of the week, and this was a little confusing. I mean, the question is clear, but what it's asking, the explanation is a little confusing. All right, hey ValleyFlyin, not sure if this is the right place for this. It is the right place. This is a mailbag question, brother. In case other people have been confused by this too, I've noticed Colleen Wing is getting assists from my Weapon X team in war, even with Silver Surfer or Silver Samurai's passive max. So let's go look at that passive of Silver Samurai. What does it say? This character has 4 or more Weapon X allies, reduced assist chance of all enemies by 25%. So yeah, so it should reduce the amount of assists for that the Heroes for Hire get, but it doesn't seem like it's happening. Even with his passive max, I reached out to support. The response was the ability is working as intended, and that Colleen and Luke Cage's abilities are assist-like abilities and are unaffected by Silver Samurai's passive. Definitely not how I thought it worked. Yeah, there's some confusion with assists, counters, and then that ability called assist now, and that's what Colleen Wing and Luke Cage both do. If we go to their passives right here in msf.gg, this is for Colleen Wing here. If we go down to what her passive said, on turn, gain deflect and apply assist now to a Misty Knight ally. Now this assist now is actually a buff, and I'm not sure if it can be cleared or not cleared, but it's a buff. And that first, even though the wording is very similar, they should probably change the wording on this. It does not apply to that Silver Surfer passive. Also the basic of Luke Cage. Apply assist now to a random Heroes for Hire ally. If that ally's a defender or hero is hired, they also gain the offense up. But this assist now, it is an ability that's not technically like an assist. So the customer service is right. It is working as intended, but it is not explained in a very good way. So I maybe the devs should rewrite the names of this just to make it a little more easy to understand for players. If we go and look at Hela's kit now, this would qualify for that reduction because This is not assist now. This is gain and assist from Undead Asgardian. So if we looked at this, it would have a 25% chance, less chance of having that assist from Greg to Hella. So that's the way I understand it. And I think that's the way it works. But assist now definitely, even though it should be counted as assist, technically does not count as assist now. And that is it, guys. Just a reminder, if you guys are holding your energy, have not used your energy for tonight, there's a double energy. So instead of spending those cores and getting 120 energy, you're going to get 240. So save all that stuff. I think there's something going on with double training mats as well from the campaign notes. That is what's going on today. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you have a great rest of your week. Hopefully 2022 is an awesome one for you. I will see you guys next time. Check me out on social media before you go. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and give me that Hulk fist bump before you go. Have a great rest of the day. We're still streaming this week. But yes, we and putting up videos as well. So make sure you check out everything out there. The links are down below, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump. And you know what that means. ValleyFlyin out.